Good afternoon. Tom's just coming back in. It's been doing the leaves. Hi, Heather. Hi, Stu. You just slid over from broadcaster. Who's just slid up? Did I just miss a video? Oh, did I just miss a video? Freaking heck. I was just going a bit mental and I thought, oh, I'll just pop on and see how everybody's doing. I don't know if... Oh, Tom with this big tool. All right.
Yeah, not bad visual, isn't it?
Anywhere? Yeah. What's that purple then?
Big.
Oh. Quick haul vid. That's typical, that, isn't it? Because I tell you what happened. I was going to say half time. At some points, I feel quite sane and lucid, and then at other points, I feel like I'm losing it. And what tipped me over the edge just now was going to restock my pot with this bollocks, and it's that. And you just, I opened a box and I just, I can't face it. I think it's starting to do me in. I'm down to, what am I down to? I've just opened a 20 kilo box, which I'm hoping to finish tomorrow. And then I've only got 120 kilos left. And I reckon I could do 40 kilos a week. So 2 boxes a week, which is there's 3 full weeks, and then it's Christmas week. That's like, you're cold. It is cold here. Dawn Sherry Paul. Hello. So Tom, he's in his ski jacket. I've got a really thin coat. Well, I've got a ski jacket, which we, use for the snow. But when I wear that, usually I have all the base layer and everything on. So I don't know what, I have to test it and see what it's like in this country. Good afternoon, lovely, lovely. Hello, Anne. It's not morning, it's afternoon. Didn't manage to get on this morning, and then I was just going a bit late the loose. I thought I'd just pop on and see how everybody's doing. Heather, you love untangling stuff like that? Seriously? Yeah, another friend said that. And I was like, well, no, actually, I've got a few friends who love untangling, and in this freaking situation that we're in, they can't come and help. So the tiers have been announced, and we already had in the calendar because it was, we were expecting Reading to be, I don't know why, we're expecting tier 1. Thought, it'll be rule of 6, we can meet up again. And Tom said, I'm just, when is it that, or something or other? I was like, are you contacting the boys? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh. So I quickly messaged the girls and said, they're trying to arrange a meetup quick. We've got to get one in first because, because if they've arranged theirs, then someone's got to have the kids. So quick. So we got it on the calendar, for a meetup, and then we're tier 2. And I was suddenly like, oh, that's that then. Because you can't even, because then we thought, oh no, I think we can meet out in a restaurant as long as you're eating, but it's only it's only your own house bubble that you can sit with, your own household. So now I think the plan is for a walk with flasks of mulled wine, but just humph, isn't it? What's going on around here? Who's in? Good afternoon, Chris. Good afternoon, Michaela. John Sheffield can't sleep. I was in a weirdness this morning as well. I was just like, I felt like I was already like that when I woke up, and I was like, I was right to get up, too energetic. Still a ski jacket to chicane down your mountain of jewellery. Oh, yeah. I heard on the news earlier that they're saying, can the ski resorts not reopen until January? It's just affecting everything, isn't it? I know people are dying, but that's just how I feel about it. Hi, Aid. Freaking heck, Heather. Tier 3. Silly, really. Kent is huge, and it's the other side that had the higher rates of infection. Oh, because they've done it by whole counties, haven't they? Whoa, tier 3. I mean, God, I bet you can't even breathe. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to shut up now. Well, I'm not going to shut up because I can't. But, I mean, because I was thinking, oh, at least I can get my hair cut. So I'd also... We'd arranged like a meet-up around a friend's house. We were going to have cheese and wine. And that was the Saturday. And Friday, I'm having my ears hoovered out at Specsavers anyway. Thursday was going to be a coffee at Vegetables in Caversham with a friend. And I was like, well, I'll just go and sit in Vegetables by myself then. You can just look at me through the window. I'll just sit there on my own with my coffee, because it's got to be your own household. But actually, you know, I'm fortunate, really. Can charity shops open in tier 2? Yes, believe all shops can open. Oh, I don't know, actually. I thought, see, I hadn't read up on tier 2 because I was just assuming we'd be in tier 1. And like, I think it's only the Isle of Scilly and the Isle of Wight or something that's in tier 1, something mad. Hairdressers are open no matter what tier. Yeah, that's odd, isn't it? Why? That's a bit odd. Surely the chance... That doesn't make entire sense, does it? Yes, oh, surely all shops... Yes, all shops must be open, mustn't they? Who are we saying's not open? No trousers in tier 3. Oh, my holy moly, I've just had a thought. I hope that Z and Kirsten can reopen their shops. Oh. Rosie going to tier 2 in Essex. Yep, same as us then. Why is Heather hugging stall? Have I missed something? Given not trying to make sense of it all. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry also, Stephen, about your bike. That was absolutely crap. Afternoonie, Becca. Are you building up for your good evening? Sorry for everybody I just shouted at then. You do make me laugh. But you're obviously very happy in the evening. That's nice. Gyms are open in all tiers. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, but they can't, only if they can socially distance. But then I had heard that like all that sweating and breathing, like that, whatever it is, hot breath stuff is the worst. Yeah, Z and Kirsten say, oh, tears. Oh, I missed that. Hi, Laura. So are they okay? Does anybody know? Oh, my God, I don't even want to think about it. I really hope they can open. Oh, blimey. Oh, and is anybody else just eating constantly, like literally constantly, and just adding to the, you know, all year it's been like lockdown pounds, then actually no, a bit of it came off in the summer, now it's going back on again. I've just finished these. Nobody else in the house eats them, so I've eaten a lot. Are these even bad for you? I've no, I bet you know, Store. The Twiglets bad for you? Per 100, it makes me laugh. Per 7, 25 grams. Right, how many grams are in this pot of Twiglets? Because I munched through about 2/3 of it in one evening, 200 grams. So I did at least that. I don't think they're too bad, 400 calories. But that was like a late night snack. Last night I opened the, that I got out of my Gusto box, Degusta box, and it was the cranberry and orange Jaffa cakes, and no one else in the house seemed interested, so I ate all bar one Jaffa cake. Don't know why I left that, so I ate that this morning along with a pastry. I'm addicted to mini mince pies, chocolates obviously, although I'm never cutting chocolates out of my diet, and I showed this on my Insta. This actually cheered me up incredibly. She's in Mandy. This literally made my month when I opened this the other day. If you follow me on Insta, you've seen this. from Mandy. Thank you so much. Shelster Street. I just thought I was absolutely, and then I started thinking, oh, I wonder if you can send them to people with like rude names on. Like I could send one like beginning with C for my brother or something. If I don't know if they would allow it. Oh, freaking brilliant. And then I've also changed my YouTube channel to Shelster Street because I felt like changing it. And then I started thinking about Sesame Street. You know, when you go to Sesame Street. And I was like, I'm going to change it to Shelster Street. Yeah, I'll probably change it again next month. Oh, Jewel, yes, eating constantly. Oh, it's a freaking nightmare, isn't it? Jewel, in Northern Ireland, our hairdressers and cafes were allowed to reopen for 1 week, and then from tomorrow all closed again for 2 weeks. Non-essential retail also has to go. Oh my God, it's really, really hard, isn't it? I'm thinking, it's a bit hard for us, but the people that own these businesses, running these businesses, still, I spent a lifetime social distancing myself from gyms. Yeah, I'm not a gym bunny. Last time I went, I was at university, so that's a long time back. Well, I've been where you go to the other bits of it, like the pool area and the jacuzzi and stuff. I don't go in the gymmy bit. Still, Twiglets are one of the lowest calorie snacks. You joke. Oh, is that a joke? Because I'm quite gullible. If that's not a joke, I'll carry on eating it. Although, like, Tom was like, oh, can you take this out of the room? Like, I need to eat constantly, so naff off. And if it's the lowest calorie snack you can have, then definitely F off. Hi, Sarah. Oh, what time is it, Monday? Yeah, it's the afternoon, actually. It's a bit like, I think I'm losing the plot. I kind of thought I won't do regular 10s. Although I did think I would come on this morning, and then it just didn't happen. And I hadn't been in the shower, and no one wants to see that. And then I was just going a bit loop the loo, so I thought I'd just come on and see how everyone's coping with the tier news. Sarah, can anybody tell me if the charity shops will be open in Basildon, Essex in tier 2? Well, I'm tier 2, and I don't know either. Oh, still not a joke, much lower than Chris. Okay, I will carry on twigleting. Hi, Leanne. Mizzy Z is in Lancashire, and they are tier 3, I think. What does that? Oh, don't say you can't open. That's Sarah. So that's tier 2. They'll be allowed to open, but whether they will or not will be. That's true, actually. Will the Chazzers reopen? I know our Oxfam and Caversham has been not opening all the time because they just can't get the volunteers. I suppose they've either died of COVID or because a lot of them are old, aren't they? Or they're at risk of dying of COVID. Oh, man alive. I'm just seeing what this says for Save the Children, Christmas jumper day. Cracker smile this Christmas. Cracker smile this Christmas. Yeah, so there's going to be all of that this weekend, isn't there? Families on the phone saying, well, if I bubble you, then you can't bubble blah, blah, because then that takes us over our bubble limit. But, I mean, also, it's you've got to be really cautious anyway. It's, I know, like Boris said, it's not that it's gone away. We just know that people will break it anyway, so we're going to have like an amnesty. But, you don't want another spike early next year, forcing everything to close. Oh God, I'm such a misery. I'm sorry. Somebody cheer me up in the chat. Somebody cheer me up. Actually, I'll tell you what's been cheering me up. I have been really enjoying everybody's vlogs. Z's, Kirsten's, Becca's. Who else have been watching? I can't remember. And also, did you see Karen's video this week when she was preparing her tea? I was so pleased to see. If you haven't seen, go and have a look. So good to see Karen back on the tube. Yeah, yes, it's got to stay. So I've had to. I don't normally have. For me, YouTube doesn't count as telly, so I have that on all the time while I'm working, like in the background. But then last night I discovered there was new Storage Wars, and I've been recording them. So I could watch those in the background in the day, but it just feels wrong, really, to have to telly on in the day. It's wrong, isn't it? Yeah. Hi, afternoon, Karen. Hi, Shelley and all. Would anyone like to watch my haul from the works after this? Hope everyone is good. Yeah, the works. The works. Is that? I think we've got one in town. Are they books or all sorts? Mandy, on the same show, not making much sense of all this. It's hard, isn't it? And even if you think, because I'm such a unsociable hermit, I'm like, oh, I'm all right, and it doesn't really affect me, but it does actually, you know. Mandy, trouble is everyone will flock to pubs and restaurants and then back in full lockdown because you can't. You can still on your table. You can't meet anybody else. Well, in tier 2, well, it's hard. No one in tier 1 really, anyway. So in tier 2, you can go and have. You have to be eating if you're having alcohol, if you're alcoholing, but you can't meet anyone else. You can only have the people from your household. Because that's what I initially thought. I thought, oh, well, we'll go out then. Like, I'll go out with my friends. But you can't do that. And then one of my friends, anyways, wasn't so keen anyway. And I get her point. Would you want to be out in the thick of it? What's still saying 6 to 8 months? Oh, what, you think that it will pass? It will soon pass and things will be a lot more normal. Can you imagine? It's mostly books. They do craft stuff, Karen. Yeah. We missed. We were going to be going to Disney something or other in LA this summer, and now we're looking at going to Euro Disney with Tom's family next summer. And you just never know what's going to be available, really. Oh, looky Lou. Look at this.
Hello.
All right.
I thought I'd pop on quickly. I just saw your message.
Yeah, did you hear me? No. Are you tier 3? The tiers have been.
Pardon?
The tiers have been announced.
Oh yeah. We're tier 3, aren't we? I think.
So what does that mean for you? Can you
I don't know. Can you sort the screen out?
Your screen?
Yeah, yours. Like, make it so it's got the borders.
No, how do I do that?
I don't know. Press one of the other buttons. Yeah, that's it. That's better.
Oh, what?
Prefer.
Oh, it's longer, isn't it? I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, you can do it that way. Yeah. Anyway.
What happens if I do one big one? Oh, that would just be me and.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're tier 3. So you get. I'm just saying. I really hope that you and Kirsten can open still.
I know we can open. I think it screws with people though in other things. So I think the restaurants still can't open. Pubs, bars, gym, like is it cinemas, bowling alleys, all that stuff is still closed.
Hospitality, but shops are okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how that's going to affect, because we do obviously have a lot of pubs on the high street that people do like to come out to and dine in, and so that's a big part of the local kind of lifestyle.
Fast as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So it'll probably still have an impact, I think. But at least we can open, because we've got just on the, I mean, there's a new restaurant that's opening. Like they started doing work during the lockdown, so they're obviously not going to open. And then there's like a restaurant down there, and then there's like pubs, like there's about 4 or 5 pubs, and they're kind of gastro pubs, so you can, not all of them, but some of them are gastro, like, you know, eat in. So that's gonna.
Your little area, Garstang, seems quite nice.
It is. It's really nice. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's known, like locally, it's known as like a nice area. So.
Nice, because when you even want to grab it, oh, that's quite nice actually.
Yeah, it is quite nice. Yeah, it's like a little villagey vibe. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So.
Oh, I'm pleased. I was like, oh, when we were talking about cheers, just and I suddenly thought, oh my god, you and Kirsten were not coping.
No, we're not. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make a big deal out of it because it's, you know, there's people who are in much worse scenarios than what we're in, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but I'm in no scenario, and then I'm whittling on going, I can't be at my friends.
I'm always really conscious of that because and
you're like, well, people are dying, but
you know, like after if I've complained about something, you know, like, or if I've moaned about something, I feel really afterwards. I feel like I shouldn't have moaned. I'm in no position to moan because there's people that are always worse off, and you know, I kind of feel, yeah.
But then it doesn't stop you feeling the way you feel, though, does it?
No, it doesn't. You still stress, you still worry, of course.
But
yeah, you do still go through.
I feel like that too, although I feel bad about feeling like that. But
you should still have, obviously, you still have the right to feel upset. You know, I think my thinking isn't completely, you know, logical, you know, because obviously you still have to, but it's just, I think it's just a guilt thing, you know, like I suppose it's because, you know, like when you've seen how people live on the planet sometimes, and if you've seen it firsthand as well, like, you know, bear in mind I used to go to visit family in Pakistan and stuff, and you know, some of the stuff you see will stay with you because that's normal life, you know, it's normal life. And so I always feel really like, if I complain, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't complain because there's probably people out there.
I know exactly what you mean, and yeah, people say you shouldn't, like, guilt's a wasted emotion, but yeah, I know, and yeah, it can always be worse, but then also it helps you. The same with, you know, if like you said, with anxiety and stuff. I remember talking to a guy, a therapist guy, and I almost like grabbed hold of him, like at the end of the session, and said, "Is this all right though? Because I have no right to feel like this." You know, like, just when come to you like this, is this normal? Like, get out.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You do have every right to feel like this because you can't function like that, because otherwise you just what's the logical end to that? Like, okay, so we shouldn't complain at all because we're
and then that's
because in theory, like if you were to kind of do like that whole percentage thing, we're probably in the top 5% of the world in terms of like our quality of life. If you add all the people in the world up, most people are probably living worse than you, percentage wise.
You know what though? It depends how you measure quality of life, doesn't it?
I mean, I do it by the standards that we would have here, which is
you own this, or you are able to do access to this, and it goes up.
Do you have fast broadband, and you know, do you have how good is your computer? Do you have the latest PlayStation?
And when you break it down, with the way, you know, anxiety and depression and suicides are spiraling. Oh, this is fun. Spiraling. You know,
I didn't sign up for this. I just blind joined. I didn't even. I was busy. I saw your message. And I just blind joined because I thought I'll be. I saw your title about like jewelry or something, and now you're talking about.
It was. But then because I saw something last night which was really good. Have you seen those William Shatner things, like weird experiences or something, or unexplained things? It's on the doc. I think so. And I was talking to Tom about it earlier, and I don't know where it came from, but I said, do you know what though? A lot of people on there had done things which weren't supposedly possible. Like adrenaline has kicked in, and a guy lifted a car up to get a boy out from underneath a car, and he was and adrenaline kicked in, and he
I don't buy that.
He just lifted it up.
No, he didn't. Adrenaline.
And he said, I was only so amount pounds there. All right, then here's another one. A plane crashed in the jungle in Vietnam, and everybody died. Everybody perished apart from one woman who had a broken hip, broken legs, and she had to survive in the jungle on her back for 8 days. And you should see what she did to survive. And and they were like, do things kick in that either is someone looking after you, or have we got the survival technique? And I think obviously not the people that died immediately, but it can be to do with your attitude. So this is relevant actually to what you were saying. Like, you might think, oh, because you live in the West and you've got computer and broadband and blah blah blah, then you in theory should be happy, and yet loads of people suffer from anxiety and depression, and you could be somewhere with not two pennies to rub together, and actually as a person,
I was saying this to I was saying this to the kids the other day. It's like I get that point as well, because in theory the only reason we do anything we do is because we want a lot of unnecessary things. Because if you just literally wanted to survive, all you need is food and shelter. That's literally all you need to function as a human being is food and shelter. You don't need everything else. No, well, yeah, I mean, but you can make that. You can get that pretty cheap, really. Warmth, you can just wrap up in clothes. Yeah.
Say something else.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. Like you can. No, you could. I think that you don't need most of the stuff that that you want or that you're used or you're accustomed to. Like for example, like I like my showers to be hot, but you don't need them to be hot. You don't need, like, we're so used to having instant hot water, and that's most people don't even have that, like, on the planet. They don't have instant hot water available. They have, like, and the thing is, but we're accustomed to it. So giving that up would be difficult, wouldn't it? Because you're accustomed to that, and you're accustomed to so many different things.
Accustomed to the dishwasher.
So many things that we're accustomed to. We don't need.
The kitchen will fall apart, but as long as that dishwasher is standing, the washing machine is standing, and my kettle, it's fine.
That's just it. You don't need most things. Like, when I think about it, like my whole business, for example, it's like completely unnecessary. Like, it feels like, what value am I genuinely adding? I'm selling toys to people, like. Think about
it. You'll just explode.
No, I think about stuff like this all the time. That's all the time. Sometimes I'll be sat here just looking around, going, "Well, is this what I'm bringing to the planet?" And you know what's even worse? It's not even my contribution. I'm just reselling it. I'm just. These things haven't even come from my mind. Like, Stan Lee came up with the idea of Spider-Man.
With my hands. Yeah, you're just a pimp for those scalers.
Pretty much. I'm just things. I've just had the most cool stuff turn up. But, I haven't even unboxed it. But there's Stranger Things. The Stranger Things action figures. Nightmare Before Christmas action figures, and all kinds of cool stuff. I can't wait to unbox it. So.
This morning you were unboxing really good stuff from Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, the Marty McFlys are amazing.
Because I'm like, I see stuff like that. Oh, Tom loves that. But he loves Back to the Future. Does he really need a doll and well, I don't, not to, like, but do you know what I mean? Like, I could end up with a house full of this stuff. So, that's cool.
Yeah. No, I've just ordered like, the stuff I've ordered today will be cool as well. I can't wait to crack it open. So I'm going to be positive about this stuff. No, this is good stuff. This is nostalgia, memories.
I'm smiling.
We need to forget about that stuff we just talked about. You can't
about important stuff.
Yeah, you can't think about important stuff.
And did you see what I got from Monday?
I saw that. That's so cool. Shelster Street. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really sweet. Yeah, that's amazing.
And I was wondering if I could send one to my brother that begins with a C, but I didn't know if you could send rude words.
No, I'm sure they love. No, there's no way you can. That would be hilarious, but I don't think so.
I love it as well, I think. So.
Yeah. No, there's no way they would allow that. To
I wonder how far you could go.
Yeah, you could always, like, come up with different word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's moving around the YouTube in a pack at the moment, apparently. But I was missing it because I thought there was nothing.
What's going on?
They've been moving around YouTube like a pack. So someone must be live.
Are there loads of people live? Are there?
No, well, Heather was, and I missed that. And then I don't know where Pink
Hold on.
Carpet was.
Let me just load the chat up. I've not even loaded the chat up. Hello to the lovely people in the chat. I see Peter Ray, Pink Harpy.
Oh, hello, Peter.
Aid.
All the Peters to the yard. We haven't got.
Aid, I didn't know. You shouldn't feel like a crap person. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like I'm really good at making myself feel awful and useless. That's like one of my skills. Like if I was a superhero, I would be just to make. I can make myself feel terrible.
I said you were self-deprecating in Tommy's chat the other day.
It's not good. It's not a good thing to do, is it? It's not a good thing to do. It's only.
Goes through, but
do you know what? There's a certain amount of context you should always have. Like I think it's a good thing and it's healthy to have context and to be aware. I think it's really important to be aware of things. So, for example, you should be aware that just by being alive in this country, you are in the top 5% of the world. Just through no other thing than just being lucky enough to be here. Like even if you're, you know what, like being homeless in the UK is better than being not homeless in some other places on the planet. You know, there's that's how lucky we are. You know, and then now consider how unlucky someone is to be homeless, and then think how lucky we are compared to them. Like just the scales of magnitude, like they're just huge. Like it's, and I'm not, and I'm, by the way, I'm not saying like it's easy to be homeless or anything. Please don't get. But all I'm saying is there are people that literally live on dumps on this planet. You know, like landfill. People live on landfill. Just to think about that for a second. Live on landfill. Okay, I mean that is worse. Okay, that is definitely worse than
What's even worse? They're living on our rubbish. It's our rubbish that we're selling up.
And worse than that, think about it. There's going to be someone that's going to be born in like a war-torn country today that probably won't make it to, you know. And I know that's like how my mind goes. And then I'm like, no, then you've got to bring it back because you can't think like that because that's happening constantly every day. And I don't even know why I think about it.
I think people that suffer most from, well, in my experience, that I know from anxiety, are the people that are really more aware and worry about that sort of thing.
I don't know if it's I don't even know if it's aware. I don't know what it is, but you shouldn't be thinking about it in a way. You shouldn't. It's not your it's not your fault.
Think about it all the time, but I've had this conversation with a friend. I was like, I sometimes wonder, and she's done the same. You know, like. But
it's not your fault you were born here, though, is it? It's not your fault that, you know, it's not my fault that I have got this life, as it were. It's not.
No, but then there's no. Sometimes I feel like I wish there was some rules to say, like somebody says, oh, no, it's fine, it's okay, because we're going to sort it out. All you need to do is this. Shelley, you need to do this. And what will happen is by you doing that, this will happen over there. You're going to help them. And do you know what I mean? Like that we could all sort this out.
Live Aid happened in 1980. What? You know, Live Aid. When did Live Aid happen? Was it like in 19? People have been trying to. People have been trying to help forever. I mean, you know, I just don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. I'm sorry.
It's all right. See, your shop opens next week, and you can sell scalers again. And
the important things in life.
And Marty had a little bag, and
exactly came with a little camcorder accessory, and
it was cool with the camcorder as well. Like
it came with the camcorder, the hoverboard. You know,
that was very good. Tricky though, the way you've got those two different ones in, because you could go, oh great, oh yeah, I love that one with the camera, and then suddenly it's like,
I've got there's three different Marty McFlys. I did also order a Biff, but I didn't get the Biff because it sold out, I think. And I'm pretty sure I've pre-ordered the dock. They've done a dock like that as well in that quality, so I'm really looking forward to that. But again, I don't know if I'll get that in time or not. It depends because the demand for this stuff can be quite high. Like
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it comes in and it sells out, and then like it's like I just managed to get I tried to order like about 4 or 6 Gizmo figures because I ran out of Gizmo figures, and I only got 2.
So his stall's gone. There's no sparkly bits to distract him. I thought he said earlier something about jewellery bits, and I thought he said something tits, and I just saw the its. I was like, oh no, I can't have said that. No sparkly tits to distract me. I'll be off. Sorry, that was apparently 1985. July. Is it? Was it?
Yeah.
That seems late.
This kind of chat is not going to help your YouTube channel.
Oh.
Just saying.
If it stops me from going loop the loo this afternoon, and
if this is stopping you going loop the loo, then that's really bad. If this is the conversation. But I suppose it's better to have this conversation with yourself in the chat than just thinking about it myself.
Yeah, because there's no one to write you, is there?
I'm on my own. I mean, I've been listening to music to try to I think that's one thing I realized was because obviously when the shop was open, I always had music playing, and for the first few days of being closed, I didn't have any music playing, and when I've got no music playing, I start thinking about stuff, and I I don't want to be thinking about stuff.
What were you listening to?
Anything and everything. Just a bunch of stuff.
Have you got a friend that plays stuff now? If I don't want to say her name.
Yeah, I've got one of those annoying things. Yeah. And then got all my liked songs on there, so it's.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just ask for because Tom didn't like her.
Well, I tell it what I like, so then
Yeah. Well, Tom
it learns.
When she arrived, and he would get really annoyed with her. And now, we'll be sat having something to eat in the kitchen, and he'll be like, "Oh, Nella, play tunes from 1986." And I go, "Oh, it's awful, isn't it, that she can do that for you? Just everything from 1986." And can see he's loving it, and I was like, "But I still don't like where she's come from because he doesn't like Amazon." Yeah, it's terrible. I think she's amazing.
No, I need to just keep my head kind of level, because I had a really bad week of eBay sales, and then I let it get to me so much. But this is where YouTube's so great though, because some of the comments were amazing, and they're mind blowing, because you're like, why? I didn't even think of that. Someone made a comment and said, think about it. You're selling radio control stuff, and it's 2020, and then they kind of explained, and I was like, that's actually a really good point. It doesn't matter that people aren't going out to use their radio control cars. They've not been out all year, so of course it's going to.
But then that didn't make sense to me, because
they say they go out to break them, then they're not going to be able to fix them. And also, even if they've got them,
why haven't
normally what happens is you normally get a bunch of sales in these kind of weathers, so because people want to fix their cars in preparation for the better weather, like in the spring and summer. But when you don't even know you're going to have a spring and summer, I mean, it would be the last thing on my list to do. If I had a broken RC car right now, I'd be like, so what? I'd rather get a video game console or something that I can do indoors.
To break them, because you are still out to do your exercise, so
I guess radio control, most time when people go out, they go out to I guess it wouldn't be, I don't know, people maybe aren't doing it as much. It made sense to me anyway.
Is it actual meetings they go to, or is it
people meet up together, and then because you're not just going to stand in the middle of a park by yourself. I mean, you can, but it's not as much fun.
No idea. I just thought, won't they just take it out with them on their exercise? Is it not
No, it's not. But it would shrink a lot. And then also, I think it was Robert that mentioned eBay have done something really weird with the postage. Right now, you can't get any fast and free listings on eBay. So even when you're selling in the UK, and I'm guessing it might be to do with postage. Yeah. But I can't see any fast and free listings, and my RC parts in the UK were fast and free. but bigger than that. Like I used to get about at least half, if not 60% of my sales were going internationally. And Robert commented in the chat, like he commented in the videos, like I looked at your listing, and like shipping one of my parts to the US, it was quoting February. So, buy now and get it in February. And I've got Royal Mail International Standard as my postage. And even to Europe, it was quoting mid-January. So buy it now in November and you'll get it in mid-January. And that would obviously kill all my sales. So what I had to do is I had to go in and change my postage from Royal Mail International Standard, which it's been working fine like that for forever, but they've changed it for whatever reason. And I've changed it to other courier, and that's brought it down. That's brought the delivery time down again. So hopefully,
because my kettle bust yesterday, it was leaking, and I'm having to, I drink tea constantly, and I've ordered a fucking kettle. If that does not turn up today, things are going to start to, shit's going to hit the fan.
Why don't you could just go to the supermarket? They'll have kettles, won't they?
Oh, I didn't know. I don't go to the supermarket for food. I'm not going there to get a kettle. So
I love kettles. But yeah, Mandy says, have you listed on eBay? I'm going to be. I am listing. So I'm listing stuff on the website, and then that will go onto eBay.
Yeah, how are you hoping to bulk off, bundle off the stock then? Will people buy bundles?
Well, I'm with the RC stuff.
I'm going away to buy it.
When I've after the comments and everything, I kind of thought, no, slow down. I think I overreacted basically. So I'm still going to get rid of.
Overreacting though. I think that.
Well, no, because I'm going to get rid of. I've already bundled some stuff, and I'm going to get rid of that because I don't. That's like the kind of extra stuff that I don't really have a great deal of, and I don't need it taking up space. Like I managed to clear out a crate of parts just with 4 listings, and I'm happy to let those rip at auction. I'm just going to set them off at auction and like start them off at like say 30 pence a part. But saying that, like yesterday I had a guy spend 35 quid on 4 parts. So, and it is already listed. It is free,
I know.
I've done that
money. Hard. But you're way into profit with it anyway.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, but it does tick away. I mean, I spoke to Hicksy as well, and he was like, he was like, I'll buy it off you, but he goes, you're silly though, because you've done the work. And a lot of people in the comments were saying that the work is
to grind away at your mind though, doesn't it? When
it is, but I think my issue is like I can still do the positive things to the store whilst I've still got it. Why don't I do the positive things to the store? So why don't I start listing the electronics and the toys and stuff?
Yeah, that would probably keep the rest.
Yes. And then I can comfortably get rid of this, but I'm always like, I'll just tear it all down to the ground and then start. Yeah. Whereas the smart thing to do, because the thing is, like, yesterday I made only about 50 quid of sales, but 50 quid of RC part sales, but that's 50 quid of pure profit. That's really good margin. That's like, that owes me nothing. It's really easy. And then I'm like, maybe I'm like if I'm not happy with the performance of the store, that's great. But then maybe I should be looking at fixing it, like doing the fix, improve the store, and not like. But I look for quick. Sometimes I'm guilty of looking for like, I want to see drastic action. So I'll be like, so I'm like, get rid. But that's a really, in hindsight, it's not the right thing to do. And when you've got people like Leanne and Tea Cakes and stuff talking about it, and those guys have got a good head on their shoulders. Like I listen to them, and it's like when they're saying that as well, you're like, okay, if I'm saying this and they're saying that, chances are they're right and I'm wrong, because I normally am wrong when it comes to stuff like this, because I just go.
Did think that maybe it's had its day as well, didn't she?
Well, she has had that thought. We've both had that thought, but I think it's not necessarily. I don't necessarily think it's true. I think it's like I think she's really supportive. Pardon?
Are the parts aging? Like, will they still
Yeah,
be?
well, if anything, they'll become more valuable. Because people love building up old cars. It's like a thing, you know.
They'll be like vintage, and people want them. You can't hold them.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, that's the thing. Even the stuff that I sold yesterday was sold for way more than it would have sold at retail. You know, and so I'm like, why not get rid of? I can appease. What I'm doing is I'm going to appease myself by selling like the periphery brands that I've got. So I've got some. So I've got some brands where I've literally got thousands of parts. Right, I've got a handful of brands where I've got over 1,000 packets of parts for that brand. Those are like my core, as it were, right? But then I do have some little bits and pieces on the sides, where maybe I've only got 30 of them or 50 of them or 100 of them. And I'm like, those I can just job lot and just let rip at an auction and just get rid of.
Yeah.
And not just that, I can then see from that, am I happy with that? Because if I get rid of 100 parts, and they only go for 30p a packet or something, that's going to kind of make me feel... Pardon?
It's all profit now.
It's all profit. It's all profit.
It's a hard thing to think about, because I've been the same with the jewellery. Like, I dropped down a shop level in the summer, and I was just so peed off with it, and like, oh, it's not selling. And
I think I look. You know what it is? It's easy to look for short term. I'm very much like that. I can see that's a big shortcoming. I'll always go for that short term drastic. I'm like I'm very much throw the baby out with the bathwater.
But it's not stimulating. That's why it's so freaking boring. Going, oh.
I loved. There's nothing. But me and Beck, one of our favorite things to do. We love rocking the boat. We just love rocking the boat. Yeah. That's how we always live life.
But I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Shelley, right? We've lived like that since we got together. Me and Beck are terrible for each other like that. We really are. But we shake stuff up. But the thing is, every time you shake stuff up and you look back at your life, you realize it was a great fun to do that, but it did have a cost. And I need to start and I think we need to start looking and being like, I need to be a bit more grown up about this and be like, you know what, if I do want to get rid of the parts, if I do think they've had their day, great, but do that other stuff you were talking about now. There's no reason why I can't start listing. I mean, I've already done a lot of the toys, and I had some really good sales today. I've actually sold one of my NBA figures and another figure, so figures are starting to sell. But I'm gonna build the stuff. I'm gonna start buying the used toys and electronics. Yeah. Why don't I do it now? Why do I have to? Why do I have to just completely just?
Yeah, you'd be missing. When you said you weren't going to do that, I thought, well, you're missing a trick, because you've got that knowledge, and that would definitely, in terms of keeping eBay ticking really nicely over, or probably bringing you in a chunk, which you could be putting away for your house, couldn't you?
Well, that's the thing. When I spoke to Hicksy yesterday, he was like, even if you only did, say, 500 quid a month, right? That's still $7,000 a year.
That's a chunk. That's I mean, how much is your
so for doing nothing?
Well, how much is your baking oven a month, wherever it is you go? I've forgotten the name of it.
No, I've cut that right. I've cut that right down. Thank you very much. I've cut that right down. Can't you notice? Can't you notice? No. Honestly, Shelley, I'm like, when I thought about it like that, because Steve's great like that. He always I like how he thinks about stuff as well. Because I know I'm ignorant, but that's just how I roll. When he said that, I'm kind of ignorant. I kind of am. I can be.
No, you're not.
No, when it comes to making these kinds of decisions, when it comes to making sensible decisions, I'll almost rebel against myself.
Isn't always the best.
I'll make
people that succeed or really actually get somewhere do have to take a risk as well.
I almost like making things difficult for myself sometimes. I always like to.
Well, it's a challenge then, isn't it? That's like my story. I'm going to next week, and then
the bottom line is, bottom line is though, like, even if I only do and they are still doing at least 500 quid a month, these parts, right? I know they're not that bad. Now that's seven grand a year for,
Yeah.
you know, it'll be silly to give that up for it's all profit. It's easy.
I didn't realise you were getting 500 quid a month from it. That's
what more? No, more to be honest. It's more, but you know, and that's without me having to do any work. It's just, you know, it was a bad week.
You said was it the last week? That was horrific, wasn't it?
No, I think what got me was the 0 sales days. I think that's what got me. It was more
what got me with the jewellery when I had 1,500 listings and I was getting multiple 0 sales days, and I went Loo and I
and you were like, that's it, I want to burn it all.
Yeah, to be honest. Yeah.
I think we're very similar like that. I think that, I go straight. I'm 0 to 100 when it comes to stuff like that. But when you think about it calmly, like, you know, okay, if I want to avoid those 0 sales days, as well as having the parts, I need to have other stuff, because people don't always want freaking A-arms and shock oil and they don't need pinions every day. You know, believe it or not, they don't.
Who knew?
Sometimes when I say stuff, I think to myself,
You do a little advent calendar.
Do you know what? Yeah, I should do an advent calendar with little bits. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
It's what you'll find today. It could be a pinion thing or an oil or something.
I mean, like it's stuff like this. Like, you know, someone will pay £3 for that.
Oh,
Someone will pay £3 for that.
The really tiny things that people sell.
And then there's some of these are worth like tenors, 15, 20, and then some of them are worth more. I don't know. Like you know. I can't just. I'm almost even at the point where I might not even auction the bits now. I'm even going back on myself that much. I'm like, should I not even auction?
Convince yourself they're so good, actually.
Yeah, because if I auction them, I won't get any money.
I had a load of these, and they were in a right old state. And when they came out, I thought, I'm sure that's silver. And then I looked them up. But then not only that, they're just a charm. But then I found a Links of London stamp on each of them, and I had like 8 of them or something. And I just put them on for 30 quid each, and they're selling for like.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like, if you job lotted jewelry, it's the same thing, isn't it? If you job lotted it, you won't get anything like what you'll make by individually selling it.
But then some of it, you have to pick out the bits that you can do like that, and the stuff that.
No, because the thing is, what I need to do, I need to just focus and be like, I suppose you need to do this as well in a way. Is like you know, you'll be better off individually listing it, but it's going to be a real mind f to do that.
Yeah, I can't do.
Yeah, and it's the same with it. So what you've got to do is you've got to then do the faster flipping stuff to make yourself feel better.
Which is why I love selling to other resellers on Instagram, because you know I could sell it on eBay or sit on it for freaking half a year.
Yeah, but like you could do faster flipping other stuff, like and then.
Bits and then put all the rest on there, like a huge discount so they can make a profit, because I just haven't got the patience. I end up wanting to put it all in a pile and set light to it, and then the normal level people can buy it from me and go, that's fine, I'll put it in my shop. You know?
That's nice of you, but that's where I'm thinking, if I'm going to do that, then I may as well just keep it, and then I'm going to just get the other stuff like the electronics and stuff and start selling that. And then when my mind is in a better place, or part of me's thinking, when Beck's back on the business, I'm just gonna set her at it, because she would literally burn through it. Huh?
She's really systematic, and
I don't know how she's like RoboCop.
I reckon she's like me. I reckon she's task oriented. Like she would love to see tick, 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 and it all pile up.
Honestly, like this RC stuff would never have happened if it wasn't for Rebecca. Like, I'm really great at buying stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is a great deal. But as soon as I got it and we got it home, and it literally filled up from the front room all the way to the conservatory, we literally filled the house it was filled. And as soon as I got it, I was like, right, now I'm going to flip this and just get rid of it all. okay, as a job lot. As soon as I got it,
You
and
were finding it hard to list it, weren't you? And in fact,
as soon as I got
most of them.
it was Beck who, like, we worked in the end. We did work together, but she made it doable. Like we had a system where I just ended up doing all the photographs and like the kind of putting it all away, but she would actually do the drafts for it. So all I was doing is then taking photos and attaching them to drafts. So she'd do drafts. So she'd send me like 50 drafts at a time. I'd sit there, 50 photos of 50 RC parts, like 4 photos per part, and then I'd attach them, and then she'd send me down the next batch of 50, and we'd get through hundreds a day, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
There's a possibility when you start. I mean, I bet there's nothing else in Garstang, like, you know, like CEX type wise. If word gets about that you will take their old combi player things, you know, and stuff like that, they'll be queuing up to bring that into you, and that could be the thing that changes whether Beck could, you know, finish what she's doing now.
Can I just comment? Mandy said that 500 quid pays for your shop rent, and then Chris Tyler said doesn't pay his food bill though. Oh, hold on. I've got a click and collect customer. I'll be back in a second.
Oh man, I can't even remember why I went on here now, apart from to save me from going loop the loo. Talk to you about my name change and the vlogs. Yeah, welcome anybody that has just joined. This is why I came on, and poor still got tired of waiting because I got that out and it completely sent me over the edge. So I just have to pull, you know, everything. Oh, I didn't think I could cope with it today. But I've been putting out some nice bits and bobs.
That is the craziest thing in the world.
Oh, it's all right. I wasn't talking, Go.
Oh, sorry.
No. Actually, well, I'm just showing them my jewelry. Go on then.
No, it was crazy because they were walking past the other day and they just spotted it, and I'm like, how did you spot it though? Because of where it was, like it was. How did they see it?
What, you're clicking at the time?
Yeah, the item that they bought, it was a key. It was only a keychain, but it was like the way it was placed. Like I don't know how they saw it, but cool.
Weird things.
Yeah.
Was meant to be.
Hold on.
I'm maybe about to go and get the keychain. Yeah, so I've got this, which, if you know that style, you will know that's Stella and Dot. That came out yesterday. That will be a nice sale. That came out of Jewellery Mountain yesterday. I was well chuffed. It's Stella and Dot, which is sort of overpriced costume jewellery, which I love.
How much is that one?
I sell the bracelets for about 20 to 25. So this has got to be 40, 50, I guess.
Bloody hell. See, do you see what I mean then? If you're job lotting that, you're giving that away.
Well, that's how I've bought this mountainous of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, lots of it's broken as well. I've broken leaves the house every day. I've got constantly
sorting it is like the thing, isn't it? With bulk buys, sorting it is the sorting it is that.
I find silver and the gold and also lots of vintage, which mostly goes on my Insta feed because they're really very keen on that. So that's where it goes generally. Oh, Heather, who I've sold Stella and Dot, and it goes so well and fast. Yeah, there's such a fun, especially if you can find out the name. And I've got a friend who used to do.
Heather did a chat with her friend, wasn't it? You said you missed it.
Becky. No, not Becky. Is it Becky?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, The Witching Hour. They did another one last night. I watched that.
Oh, did they? I'm gonna.
Yeah, they're really, really similar. They are so similar, Heather and is it Becky? Heather? They're so similar. They could be sisters. So what were you saying? Oh, hang on, Crispy had a pop-up shop for 3 months in 2018. That was just before one of the meetups, wasn't it? At Christmas, and I ended up buying loads of retro games and consoles from people. And are they all in your storage unit still, Crispy?
See, that's the thing. Like, I should be focused on the positives that I can do rather than freak out and destroy what I've what we've built up, you know, like.
Fair.
And that's the thing is, but this is the thing. When Beck comes back, and because this is the aim is to get Beck back on the business. It always has been since she went back to work, right? If
But
she comes back,
it's sensible because she's keeping you grounded and she's saying, let's just make sure our bills are covered before.
She's being smart, exactly. And the thing is, once she's back, then we'll be able to. I know I'll be able to get the parts sorted, because then we can do that again, and we can just keep grinding through them, because they're still, it's still a good business, you know.
Yeah, but it gets under your skin though, doesn't it? However, having said this, no, I don't want to put you down that hole again. But having said this, next week, is it Wednesday or Thursday? You can actually open your door.
Yeah, and I'll be fine, and then I think maybe then I'll be completely fine, because
you won't even be thinking about parts, because you'll be so happy.
Yeah, because I think it's like in my brain, I think it's only a little brain, and I think that I need
a big head.
Yeah, and I need like it's just air mostly, and like I think what it is, I've been thinking way too much and dealing a bit too much with this stuff, and then like when I would do the shop stuff, it makes it more bearable, because then I think I need to have a couple of different things on the go, you know, like I need.
Otherwise you might as well just be like stamping something on a conveyor belt, mightn't you? I don't know.
My head, because she's like, I can't do. I have to have variety in.
I always said that. Yeah.
I think I just prefer it. I hate saying things. I have to. Well, like I'm special. I'm not a beautiful and unique snowflake.
I am.
No, you're not either. We're not.
I am.
You're not your khakis, and you're not how much money you've got in the bank.
I'm not a what?
You are not your khakis. That's how the Americans say khakis. You know, the pants. It's a Fight Club quote.
Khakis.
Khakis. You know, khakis.
I don't remember that quote, but
no, it's
fine though. I am a unique snowflake.
No, you're not. Sorry.
Bye then. Oh, the worst thing recently that's happened is Tom made me and Connie stand back to back, and it looks like, and he made a mistake, that she's now taller than me, and she has been lauding it about that she's taller than me, and I've already taken the bait, and I don't know how I'm going to move forward from this, like because she's already away with it. Do you know what I mean? Like going on about being taller than me, and couldn't be off, and maybe I'll just respond with, I just keep like a mantra. I'm a beautiful and unique snowflake. I'm a beautiful. I wonder if there's probably Maud at the door. I'll be back. She can't use her key properly for some reason. Oh, fair enough.
Aid, if you're still in the chat, if Aid's still in the chat, I'll show him the I don't know how to work this. It's all bad. Jesus.
Yeah, do it the opposite way you feel like you should.
This is so messed up.
I know.
How are you meant to do this? Hold on a second. Oh, no bloody wonder.
Oh, that's weird. How did you do that?
I was using the wrong camera. There you go.
Oh, I also have it weird. Is that's not the bestest one though, is it?
It is, because it's got the hoverboard.
The one that's not the one with the camera though, is it?
No, that's the first one. This is the second one.
Seen his trainers, the tongs up the front.
Yeah, it's got the Nike Air Mags. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, and then the one with the camcorder, the one I think Nick sold a couple of times. Nick sold this a couple of times, that camcorder. Well, not that one, and I think George as well. I think they fetch good money, because if you use like the word prop and everything, like the red JVC, isn't it? And then so cool.
Crispy, my lad, has been taller than me for over a year. And does he rub that in, Chris? Like, or is that just our family? Like, she now knows she's got something on me and don't know how to deal with it. Well, I need something on her.
You should twist it on her and be like, no one wants like a 6-foot woman or something. Just say that.
Actually, the thing that she doesn't like is that.
You can twist it because there's a way you can always. No one's that. Like no one is right in that scenario because some people prefer like like a tall model like kind of.
She's not really that tall. It's just that she's literally probably like she's a slither taller than me. I mean, but it's just do you know it's like the golden chalice? It's just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like she's got it at the moment, and I haven't got it, and that's the issue.
All right. Okay.
You know what I mean. When it's a pathetic argument, but that's our line. Oh, Heather's son's overtaken her as well.
Wow, 5'9", but he's now 5'11". He's 14. Wow. I
just didn't think she'd get taller than me.
Don't worry about it. There's bigger things to worry about. We've already established there's bigger things to be concerned about than that.
Yeah. I think I'm worried about her taking over too much because she's got that extra height now. Like that's it. It's game over, and she's won.
If she challenges you to like a fight to the death, then you've got to be careful.
Yeah. So I did say this to one of our friends when she was describing one of them, and I said, "Oh, is that the one that's quite?" She's quite, and she's like, "What?" Because I'm not allowed to say fat or anything. She's not fat, but I said sturdy. The one that's quite sturdy, and she said. I said, well, she looks like if me and her had a fight, she'd push me over and she'd win. She went, yes, that's her. And then, of course, she tells her. And then she's just, but now, and now they all know that, oh, you're Connie's sturdy friend. Like, well, you knew what I meant. I was trying to, describe. But she would. She'd have me. No. Well, hi, people saying hello. I'm at the Pooter working, so being lazy and saying hello to all of
Hey,
us.
Mel.
Yeah. How long have we been on? I've been on Wittering for over an hour.
Too long now because I've got to be working.
Yeah, children are starting to. We'll be home.
I need to see what toys I've gotten.
That tall one will be coming in a minute.
I've got to see what toys I've got, so I'm going to go and unbox my figures.
Oh, that you haven't opened yet?
Yeah. There's Punk 11, I think, from Stranger Things. Like when she's in her punk phase, that would be quite a cool figure.
Oh, I thought she looked brilliant like that.
Yeah.
Much better than the 80s look, but I loved her hair when it was all shaved. I loved that. Oh yeah, I want to see that. You'd be vlogging it, will you?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably vlog it. Yeah. I was thinking of doing a stream and stuff, but I'm like, no, I can't.
Shit to do.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm really scared of stopping making videos as well.
Scared.
Because if I don't, because if I stop, then I won't. Like I've been doing like daily videos at the moment, and I've really been enjoying it.
Shorter and shorter.
Yeah, but today's was 12 minutes.
Not long enough.
I can't. No, I think for a vlog it's fine.
Oh, great! As a fuck's sake, 4 minutes.
No, I don't do the lives anymore. I stopped doing all the lives because I used to do a lot of lives.
Time sap, isn't it? Sap.
It is. It really is. It really is, and it's addictive as well. It's really addictive, and then like you just end up going live all the time. So I kind of cut down.
Well, I kind of thought, oh, maybe I'll do because I'm enjoying everybody else's vlogs.
You should do it. Yeah.
But the trouble is, I wouldn't know when to stop vlogging.
Yeah.
It was like, when
I'm sorry, I've got to mute you. I've got to go. Hold on.
I've been muted. I wonder if it's his best friend. Oh, he's off. I'm going to wrap this up in a second anyway. Who's just come in? Hello, Thrifty Trooper. I just came on because I was going to loop the loo. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Laura. Daryl and advantage of taller people so you can use them to decorate the ceiling and above the picture rail. Oh, we haven't got picture rails. I wonder who that is. Well, I am actually very relieved that Kirsten and Z can open their shops next week. I was really worried about that when Becca, I'm just trying to stick to morning and evening updates. Yeah, because I noticed, you cut yours off around tea time or something, and so does Kirsten. She'll say, all right, it's 5:30 and that's it now. Because that's the trouble. I thought if I start vlogging, I'll feel like, well, should I be videoing this? Well, should I be filming this? Well, should I? And then it will always be in the back of my mind, should I be, I should have done that. Oh, God. So that's what stopped me from.
Sorry about that. Sorry. It was
Was it your best friend?
No, it was a wholesale person. I had to pay the money. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, this is a wholesaler that's like really established, like really important wholesaler in this world of figures and stuff. And they call you and you pay them over the phone by reading out your card details to them, like you did back in the day.
Yeah. I've ordered some things recently, and there's just no. Well, one of them's wood. Like, I ordered a load of wood, and it's like I've ordered it online, and there's no email to say, oh, thanks for your order. We might ring you before we bring it, or I'm like, are you just? It's cash on delivery. Like, are you just going to turn up one day and hope that I'm here with your
giant amounts of logs?
There's just nothing, no contact.
It's been quite interesting like that, to be honest. Like, dealing with wholesale, it's because you realize like how insignificant you are, and that you really don't count, and it's kind of weird, because as a customer, even if you buy like the smallest item, you expect good service, right? But when you're a wholesale part of like contacting a wholesaler that's got clients or customers that are massive chains and buying in huge amounts, suddenly your puny order, even though it's significant to you, is still a puny order. So.
And it's mad, isn't it? Because we get people having a fit because something didn't turn up they ordered yesterday, and
it's different. Yeah, it's just different dynamic, and it's been fun to get used to. I enjoy it now. Kind of find it quirky.
Be like, oh my God, it's the wholesaler. I must take this call. I was thinking, it's his best friend. No, it's the wholesaler.
No. It's the wholesaler. Yeah, I still love it. I just like, So there's more stuff coming.
So you've been ordering quite a lot, haven't you? Whilst you've been locked down.
Yeah. I've got now, I think, 3 more deliveries to turn up. And one of them should be quite a lot. I mean, I ordered like I've gone for like a lot of the gifty type stuff, because I've noticed that like when we were open as well, people love that, especially like the kids and stuff, so I've ordered some of those, like I've got those mugs coming, those 3D sculpted mugs, like in the shapes of things. So there's like, so there's one which is like a mind flayer, and then there's a Yoda one, baby Yoda one with giant ears and stuff like that. And then I've got a whole bunch of different doormats coming in as well, different keychains, different.
We love that doormat. We love it.
Prints. It looks so good. It looks really cool, actually.
So much, and he's just getting an 11 figure when she went a bit goth, and she went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I would open it, but I don't know which box it will be in.
Oh, that's fine. But I'll show her. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's get on with some life. Thank you for coming on, and
I
don't know if you straightened me out or not, really.
No, I probably made things worse.
But it was a distraction. Was it arrested? What is it? A change is as good as a right?
As well. Hey, Nick.
Oh, hi, Nick.
I'm just trying to stick to morning and evening updates, says Becca for Duke. That's a good idea.
Talking about the vlogs, because I said I sort of thought about starting one, but I know that I just never know when to stop or when to, you know, oh, I should have filmed that, or do I need to film this? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. With me, like, the only reason I'm doing daily ones is because I don't do much consistently in life generally, and this is one thing I've been consistent with. So now I'm like scared of stopping, because if I stop, I'm like, there's yet another thing I didn't keep up with.
but are you going to have to stop when the shop reopens, or were you?
No, I'm going to continue.
Oh, okay.
It'll be even like I've been carrying on, even though it's been like really boring, because obviously the shop's closed and it's just been me moaning most of the time. What's that?
Connie, so the group chat thing we've got, our leaves go in our neighbour's green bin. We've only got like stones and stuff out there. And I can we put some leaves in your bin? And she's freaking in that chat, and she's put, sorry, the dwarf keeps using your bin. This is what I'm talking about.
Because I'm taller than her now.
You've got big feet, honey.
No,
you're going to have bigger feet than me.
Oh, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
So that's what I'm talking about.
That has made my day. That's made my day. The dwarf keeps using the bin. You've got big feet.
Yeah.
Oh gosh! Wow, that is a brilliant dynamic.
I know. I probably should be.
You should be trying to get a sitcom going.
Yeah, shouldn't I? Get what?
Yeah. You should try to get a sitcom going. Like, see if we pitch the idea.
One of us will end up crying.
Yeah,
I know.
It will not be me.
I do not cry.
You almost cried when I pulled that chimney pot off your house, didn't you?
That was really. I can't say it on here, but that was a really mean thing to do.
No, Nick's just said, yeah, daily vlogging is tough though, right? You realize how dull your life is. Oh my god, yeah, it's really, and I feel really terrible for people that have watched them, because I'm like, you know, they're watching them and some people are like, oh, you look really down. I'm like, man, I'm just bringing people down with my downness. Like, if I'm down, like.
But this is the bizarre thing. Like, you might watch it and go, oh, well, he was pissed off. And it was short as well. It's like, can you make them longer too of you being down? Because I've got stuff to do here and I need something on in the background.
But it's true though. You realise that you don't have like there's not a lot going on. I think you just have to I think it's about accepting it for what it is, and it is just an account. For better or for worse, it's just, that's it. You know, it's I don't try to make it good now. Like, I don't think I ever tried really to make it good. It is just what it is. I'm just gonna record it.
This is it with the morning when I was on every morning. It's like, it's absolute drivel. But I think, I mean, if there was anything else on, people wouldn't be watching. But they're like, well, you're anything on. I need something to occupy me, so I'm here. Long and the short.
That's why I don't vlog much, says Peter. But when I do, I enjoy it and record loads, like my last one. Yeah, I think the smarter thing to do is to not do it every day, definitely. But I don't do smart things, so.
No, and then
because it would be a lot better to like film over the week and then just do like an edited thing of the week. But I know I'd probably end up not doing anything. I think with the daily thing, it's a bit of structure as well. You know, it's a bit of.
That's how I felt about the morning.
Yeah, I like. I've got to think. I want to have all these different things to do, and this has become one of the things I've got to do. You know?
But then once your shop reopens, then you'll be. Forget about that. I've got customers to talk to now.
I will continue, because I was doing it when we were open. I think I've vlogged pretty much every day since opening. Since before opening. I think it was like, I think I started doing videos like a week before or 2 weeks before we opened. And since then, we've been going every day.
And then we all got used to it. And it's like, we can't be weaned off now. We need it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. What are people saying? Corin's in the chat. Hi, Corin.
Karen.
No, Corin. The
Yeah,
sewing.
Karen was in ages ago.
Oh, well, I've just seen her. Okay. Jeez, man. Problem. I made a video of me repairing a projector. Next level entertainment. Thank me later. Yeah, but that sounds interesting. Repairing a projector.
Oh,
I'd
no.
watch that. That's exactly the kind of thing I watch.
I'll watch that. And I'm desperate at the moment as well. That's why I was on here, and I'm saying,
and Karen's there as well. Karen says, "No, I haven't." She tends to try to run off
trying to run
with
off
it in her blog. She's talking about Princess. I'm hoping.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna let you go and open your box.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and open them and see what's inside.
Kind of worms.
See you later. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, bye-bye, don't die. Thanks for joining.